A fortress stood before them so powerful that kings considered it untouchable. Its walls were thick. Its gates were sealed. Its defenders laughed from the heights. No army had broken it. No siege had humbled it. No enemy had ever walked straight through its heart. And yet within 7 days, it would collapse into dust. Not by fire, not by catapults, not by thousands of arrows, but by silence, by footsteps, by trumpets, and by a people willing to obey a command that made no sense. This is the Fall of Jericho. Welcome to Everlight Animations. After years of wandering, the people of Israel stood at the edge of promise. Ahead of them lay the land they had longed to enter, but one city blocked the path. Jericho, the gateway fortress, a city built for one purpose, to stop anyone who dared approach. Its walls rose like a mountain of stone from the earth. Massive layers of defense wrapped around the city. Guards watched from towers high above. Gates were barred. Supplies were stored. Confidence lived inside those walls like a king. To the people below, it looked impossible. Imagine standing
Stay the
there.
course. Have faith.
But the path is unclear.
Faith lights the way. Press on.
You have no
Yes,
siege
we will
engines,
follow.
no ladders high enough, no machines to crack stone, no military advantage, only the certainty that you were told to move forward.
The terrain favors a siege. We must build ramps to scale the walls. Understood, but we need to flank from the east.
Any general of that age would have given practical advice. Starve the city, build ramps, wait months, attack weak points. But the plan given was unlike anything ever heard in warfare. March, once each day, in silence, circle the city, then return to camp. That was all. No charge, no attack, no arrows launched over the wall, no swords drawn, just marching. Day 1 began. The people moved in formation around Jericho. Priests carried trumpets made from ram's horns. The ark moved among them as a symbol of the divine presence. Soldiers walked, families watched.
What was that sound? Did you see anything? No, sir, just shadows. It's confusing.
Dust rose beneath thousands of feet, and the city stared down in confusion. Where was the attack?
Council's words were firm. We must hold faith.
The omens darken the skies.
With arrows.
Their signs of poison.
Where were the ladders? Where were the threats? Instead, the people completed one circle, then left. The gates remained shut. The walls remained standing.
Did you hear that?
Yes, from the shadows.
It's getting closer.
But something had changed. Questions had entered the city. Day 2. Again they came. Again they marched. Again they said nothing. Imagine the guards gripping spears along the walls, waiting for violence that never arrived. Imagine citizens peering through cracks and windows, whispering to one another. What are they doing? Why do they keep coming back? Why are they not afraid? Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, Day 6. Each sunrise brought the same sight. Footsteps, silence, trumpets echoing across the plain. Then departure. To the outside world,
This place is so strange. Where are we?
I don't know, it's unsettling.
it may have looked foolish. To Jericho,
Safe!
What is happening? Temple of Hurry!
it became terrifying. Because an enemy you understand can be fought. But an enemy following a plan beyond human logic becomes impossible to predict.
The gates!
What? Guys,
Bring back!
we mean no harm.
The city's strength was stone.
Silence is heavier than war.
Something unholy stirs.
But its weakness was fear. Every lap tightened the pressure. Every silent march wore down confidence. Every horn blast reminded them something larger than war was unfolding. Inside the walls, sleep must have grown difficult. Mockery turns quiet when certainty begins to crack. Then came the 7th day. Before sunrise, the people rose again. Jericho expected one more circle. Instead, the march continued. One lap, then two, then three. Dust filled the morning air. 4, 5, 6. By now, the city would have felt the pressure, like a hand around its throat. Then the 7th circuit began. The people who had remained silent for 6 days now waited on the edge of command. The priests lifted their horns. The sound pierced the sky, long, sharp, unbroken. Then came the order, shout, and the people unleashed everything they had held back. A roar rolled across the plain like thunder, voices of a nation, faith of a generation. Hope carried through years of wandering. The sound struck the air, but it was not the sound alone that mattered. It was the moment obedience reached completion, the moment trust overcame logic, the moment human limitation met divine decree. Then the impossible happened. The walls of Jericho failed. Not a small crack, not a broken gate. The mighty defenses collapsed. Stone crashed downward. Dust exploded upward. Towers shattered. The barrier that had mocked armies became a pathway in seconds. Where there had been walls, there were openings. Where there had been pride, there was ruin. Where there had been a fortress, there was a road. And the people moved straight in. Think about what that means. The greatest obstacle in their path did not slowly weaken. It stood strong until the exact moment it fell. Many barriers in life work the same way. Fear looks permanent. Failure looks immovable. Delay feels endless. And then one moment changes everything. Jericho was not defeated by stronger weapons. It was defeated by stronger trust. No battering ram could do what obedience accomplished. No military genius could design what faith completed. That is why this story still lives. Because everyone faces walls. Walls of doubt, walls of addiction, walls of rejection, walls of anxiety, walls built by other people, walls built inside your own mind. And most walls speak the same lie. You will never pass. Jericho proves another truth. Some walls do not fall because you force them. They fall because you keep walking when nothing seems to change. They fall after the 6th day of silence. They fall when discipline survives frustration. They fall when trust outlasts delay. They fall all at once. So if you are marching around something today that refuses to move, keep going. If progress feels invisible, keep going. If others mock your patience, keep going. Because some victories happen suddenly after a long season of unseen obedience. And when the moment comes, even giants collapse.
Grant us strength in this trial.
If this cinematic story moved you, subscribe to Everlight Animations for more powerful journeys through faith, history, and impossible victories. Like this video and share it with someone facing walls that seem too high to overcome. Because no fortress stands forever when the command is given to fall.